Welcome to Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Mass. Here we have Sean on Dragon Stompy leading out with a Chalice for 1. Ryan able to defend himself with a Force of Will. He's going to be piloting a Helm combo deck, which does give him a leg up versus many decks in the format for main decking Leyline of the Void in all likelihood. We'll see exactly what his build is like. Rest in Peace and Leyline both work with Helm of Obedience to combo out something we don't see as much in Legacy as we did at one point in Vintage. Vintage, of course, has a lot more accelerants, so the colorless requirements in Helm of Obedience much easier to swallow when you're powering it out with something like Mishra's Workshop. Basic island being fetched in response to a Blood Moon, which does stick, and he has a basic Plains as well, so he could be all set here. As far as his mana goes, this Blood Moon may not be too much of a problem. A Goblin Rabble Master looks to establish a clock for Sean, and it will, swinging in for 1 damage. And now an Enlightened Tutor, grabbing a Rest in Peace. More basics, and now an Energy Flux. This will be quite bad for Dragon Stompy, as with a pair of enchantments on board, it's going to be very difficult to get any cards into Ryan's graveyard. Rest in Peace has a replacement effect, so Sean is effectively locked out from doing damage now, though he will build up an incredibly large army as this Goblin Rabble Master continues pumping things up. We've got a Swords to Plowshares being thrown at the Rabble Master. Not sure that's even relevant, though I don't know what Sean might have that would be worth using Swords to Plowshares on. At this point, it feels like it's just a matter of time before Ryan finds his Helm. Another energy field. Rabble Master. Just going to keep making goblins. And Sean's basically just going to get a bunch of information from Ryan at this point. Helm of Obedience. For those unfamiliar, I'll actually refresh my memory as well. I believe it's a 4 casting cost artifact, and you can activate it for X. X being the amount of cards that you flip until you either put a creature card or X cards into their graveyard. Of course, the trick there being no cards are going into their graveyard due to Rest in Peace, so you just keep going, milling them out completely. Jace the Mind Sculptor is cleared. And there's the Helm and the Scoop energy field, able to, of course, prevent all damage to Ryan, but his Planeswalkers do actually take damage there. So he was able to basically spend a 4-mana Brainstorm, which was good enough. It did find the Helm, and he's able to combo Sean out, who of course scoops before revealing all of the contents of his deck, as that is actually a lethal play. Alright, let's see how this hand selection goes. Ryan knows what he's up against here, and to be fair, Dragon Stompy's not really going to line up amazing to disrupt the Helm combo. Both combo pieces able to be cast through Chalice at 1, and he could actually potentially, if he is running Leyline, win without any colored mana requirement at all. He could actually just use some mountains to power out the Helm of Obedience. I haven't actually seen these lists in a little bit, so he may just be relying on the Rest in Peace. Oh, and he is mulling yet again. Ryan really going to need some piece of protection in his opener. Trying out some new win icons here. I'm actually going to redo these so they don't have a background to them, I think. All right, a bunch of cards going to the bottom there for Ryan. Let's see what type of aggressive start Sean might have. A Chrome Mox along with City of Traders. Simeon Spirit Guide going to make red mana more permanently now. And a Goblin Rabble Master is going to get a point of damage coming in right off the bat. And putting Ryan on a clock probably about as much as Sean can hope for here. Though just like that, a Preordain is going to help Ryan dig a clock. Very important for Sean actually kind of outracing Ryan, as he's not going to be able to completely contain him. And now a Chandra. It's going to do 2 damage to Ryan. And then an additional 6. Life total dwindling rapidly. Next turn, we're going to see close to lethal here. This fetch puts him at 10, I believe. So we got 5 plus 3 plus 2 is 10. If that math checks out, this could be bad. Energy field. Oh, and he's got the Pyroblast. He's got it all. He's actually going to Pyro Monkey Blast. Nobody expects it when you're playing against mono red and they're tapped out. And it's going to be 2 damage. And that is exactly it. So the old Monkey Blast, Ape pitching for red mana. And then Blast. I believe that was Red Elemental Blast. Pyroblast, either way. Either one will do the trick. Also unexpected for many players when you're on a Chalice deck, bringing in 1 mana spells. Not the most common approach, but I'd imagine that might mean that Chalice has actually been sideboarded out here. They certainly don't have any synergy together. You're pretty much always going to be Chalicing at 1, though in this matchup. Chalice at 2 also becomes more attractive, being able to stop Rest in Peace and the energy field. Just going to cut out this shuffling, but I think we may be hopping into game 3 quick enough here. Sean taking a look at this hand. He's got a Blast. Now, this is the ELD Team Trio Open. He's actually conversing with his teammates right now about this opening hand. Could be the difference between the team winning or losing in a team event. This is Modern, Pioneer, and Legacy. 2 of your teammates need to get a win in order to have a match win for this week. There may be some of these matches that actually end before Game 3 is over. If the teammates not on camera actually manage to sweep their matches. Ryan shuffling that. These guys 1-1. The deciding game here. Ponder leading out and Chalice at 1 with a Red Blast in hand. Doesn't feel great. Basic Plains and Basic Island so far for Ryan. And now the Rest in Peace. Chrome Mox. Pitching that Red Blast. Into a Chandra. That gets Force of Willed. Not going to be a lot of cards that Ryan needs to be super worried about. It's really more about buying time until he finds his combo, especially with this Chalice at 1 out. Not going to be a ton of things that Sean's going to be able to do here. And now in Oko, that is very bad news here for Sean. Going to be making some food. And just a tremendous amount of loyalty here on Oko. The incoming Elk token is going to be bigger than most of the stuff in Sean's deck. That basic forest tapping for the green. Ryan's mana base rock solid here in the face of any potential Blood Moon effects. And 6 mana. Chandra Awakened Inferno. That cannot be countered. And I'm not totally positive all the text on that card. I know it gives emblems that are like Curse of the Pierced Heart. They take a damage each turn. You can also kill creatures. I'm going to go ahead and pull up all of the text on her. Three damage to each non-elemental creature, and then minus X is X damage to target creature or planeswalker. So, my goodness, that's just brutal. Couldn't even take out Oko with your 6 mana planeswalker, even on an even trade. Oko has so much loyalty, it's staggering. Rest in peace. Coming down again. And a Goblin Rabblemaster. Going to be sending. And he's actually going for Ryan's life total here. We'll see how this works out. Simeon Spirit Guide. It is non-elemental creature. So Sean's swamping the board. Doesn't feel great. Though as Chandra continues to tick up, she will have... No, she won't ever... I mean, eventually she might be able to kill Oko. Man. Like, she gets +2 each time. Oko gets +2 and +1. Got an Elk hopping in front of this Rabblemaster and 4 damage coming in on Oko. Yeah, Oko's not going to be the determining factor here. It's going to have to be his life total. Sean taking the right role here, knowing that clearing Oko just not going to be worth it. He's going to have to try and play through it. We'll see if he's able to. His life total getting very low. He's looking at 4 damage from creatures each turn plus the Chandra emblems. Chalice. Did he just elk the Chalice? Elking the Chalice, I think, is just lethal. We see he's got the Helm in hand. Oh, he probably missed. Did we miss some life gain at some point? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure all those Elks were actually used in combat. Got a Karn, the Great Creator. That gets forced. and it's going to be lethal damage here. So Ryan showing he had the Enlightened Tutor in hand, Chalice stopping him from casting it, and he'd had the Helm as well, so Enlightened Tutor would have needed to find some fast mana for him, or at least a energy field, which also, I guess, would have done it as well. So very interesting match there. And Dragon Stompy actually punching through despite what appears to be a difficult matchup. That is all for this one, but don't worry, there is a lot more. You can check out our older videos, and we're always putting out new videos from ELD's Time Vault games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. If you want to help the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can know the next time our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.